Ano merienda, nagawa kami merienda. Hello. Kanino ka, nakabukas yung ano mo.
Joyce,
Oo. Nakabukas yung iyong audio. Teka, flash humihina yung internet. Ate, kakain ata. Hindi makain ng tea. Oo. Oo nga. Ilang order na po? Dalawa order daw. Okay, class, let's continue our discussion with regards to the period of colonization. So, I have sent the PowerPoint that I have made in your Google Class, in our Google Meet. Now, if you want, you may check it. I'm going to use the PowerPoint since may problema pa yung aking account sa portal ng CMU ay hindi pa rin ako nakakapasok sa portal. May problema. Then, what I'm going to do is to discuss is the Spanish period through the PowerPoint that I have sent in your Google Class in our group chat. Okay? Can you open it, class? O pare siya. Ano, yung ulam lang o ano? With rice, isang set. Sige, class. Okay na ba? Can you open it? Para meron kayong guide. At saka sinend ko sa inyo para sa midterm exam. You can use it as a point, you can use it as a source or material wherein you can get your answer to the PowerPoint. Okay? Do you hear me, class? Hello?
Yes po.
Yes
Can
po,
you
sir.
hear me?
Yes po.
Okay, let's start. So we're finished about the different information with regards to the Philippine archipelago, the geography, topography, and then also about the Philippines, the history of the origin of the Filipinos, and then also the history of of the Philippines. Now, let's start with the period, different period of colonization, and the first period that we were going to study, discuss, is the Spanish era or the Spanish period. So the early Spanish expedition. It was Ferdinand Magellan or in Portuguese, Ferdinand Magellan sa Portuguese, na from Portugal. His real name is Fernando de Magallanes. And then he arrived in the Philippine Islands on March 17, 1521. He landed on Homonhon Islands with three small ships, Concepcion, Trinidad, and Victoria. Now, he named of the island of Homonhon, which is Islas de San Lazaro. Why Magellan gave the name Islas de San Lazaro? Because when they landed, now we call it Samar. No? This is the island of Samar, and then later. When he landed in these islands, it was the feast of Saint Lazarus. So he named it in honor of Saint Lazarus. Then he named the island of Samar as the islands of San Lazaro. The name of the Fernando Magallanes or Ferdinand Magellan, when he arrived at Cebu, claiming it for Spain, named it San Lazaro, because March 16 was the feast day of Saint Lazarus. He made a blood compact with Raha Colombo and Raha Humabon and converted them to Roman Catholicism. So Magellan made because he made Raha Colombo and Raha Humabon as a friend. Then, as a sign of their friendship, they made a blood compact. Then there are the Spanish expeditions. After the blood compact, then also Magellan wants to conquer. He wants to make friend with Rahalapu-Lapu But Rahalapu don't want to make a friendship with Magellan, and then also Lapu-Lapu said that I'm not going to serve, and I don't have any other king. I will not accept the king of Spain, and I will not pay tribute. So, because of anger of Magellan, then they want to conquer Mactan, but unluckily, the they were conquered. Lapu-Lapu and his man conquered Magellan. Chieftain of Lapu-Lapu, the chieftain of Mactan, first hero of the Philippine history to oppose the Spanish colonialism. So in the history, in our own history, in the Philippine history, uh, Lapu-Lapu became famous not only in the Philippines, but also in Asia, because he was the only Filipino who conquered the great conqueror or colonizer, which is Ferdinand Magallanes or Ferdinand Magellan. So yan ang tumatak sa kasaysayan ng mga Pilipino dahil sa katapangan ni Lapu-Lapu. Yung number one na conqueror ng mundo ay bumagsak sa kamay ng isang Pilipino, ng isang Raha, which is Lapu-Lapu. The other Spanish expedition, after the expedition of Magellan, dahil he was killed by Lapu-Lapu, and then yung mga tauhan ni Lapu-Lapu, yung mga barko that was provided by King of Spain, yun ay lumubog, yung iba ay na-conquered ng mga Pilipino. Isang barko lang ang bumalik sa Spain. Yung isa, since kaibigan nila ang naging kaibigan din o conquered din nila ang Mexico during that time. So yung isang barko ay nagtago sa Mexico. Yung isang barko nagtago sa Mexico. And then after that, na hindi makuha kasi matapang ang mga Pilipino, hindi masakop na agad-agad ng mga Kastila dahil sa katapangan ng mga Pilipino, iba't ibang expedition ang ipinadala ng King of Spain. One is Juan Garcia Copre de Loaiza, Juan Cabot, Faro de Saavedra, Loaiza Expedition, Ruy Lopez de Villalobos. So these are the early Spanish expeditions. First is Ruy Lopez de Villalobos arrived on February 2, 1543. Gave the name Las Islas Filipinas in honor of the King Charles or Carlos I, Philip II of Spain. So ang pangalan ng Pilipinas o ang mga Pilipino came after King Philip II of Spain. Na ito ay ipinangalan in honor of King Philip II of Spain, because when it was King Philip II of Spain who gave Magellan the opportunity, and then also he provided ships, man in this period of colonization. So malaki utang ng loob ni Magellan dahil siya ay tinanggihan ng King of Portugal. So yung loyalty ay ibinigay ni Magellan sa Spain kay King Philip II. So he named the Philippines after Philip II of Spain because of the scarcity of food. Nagkaroon ng problema, gutom, at there's no enough supplies. So meron tayong scarcity o kulang ang supplies ng pagkain. And then the expedition is forced to leave the place and sails to Moluccas, where Villalobos dies. Pagkatapos doon, si Villalobos ay umakyat papuntang Moluccas, wherein Moluccas is the Spice Island. yung hinahanap ng Spain kasi para sa kanila, sa Western world, wala silang spices. So itinuturing nilang kayamanan ang sibuyas, bawang, sili, asin bilang kayamanan dahil wala sila ito sa Europe. So they continue, pagbilan daw ate, they continue making expeditions in different part of Asia to look for the spices. And then after Villalobos, Julio Lopez Villalobos died, Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, he was the second chieftain where Spain sent in our country, in our archipelago. Miguel Lopez de Legazpi arrived on February 13, 1565, establishes the first permanent Spanish settlement in Cebu. So the first Spanish Governor General, General Gonzalo de Ferreira, lead the Portuguese attack in Cebu. Then the early Spanish expeditions, the Treaty of Tordesillas. Ito class, nakikita niyo, it was written in Spanish. No? Tercero del Novembro de Dios todo os Poserol, no? Ayun. So this is the Treaty of Tordesillas, wherein this treaty was signed by Pope, ano sa yung pangalan ng Pope? No? Because there is a perpetual or there is a continuous battle at tawag doon ay perpetual sea rivalry between the two great superpower countries, colonizer, which is Portugal and Spain. And then, because of this perpetual sea battle, and then what Pope, the Pope answer for this war, he divided the world. He put a demarcation line between in the world. Ginawa niya from north to south, hinati ng Pope. And then pagkatapos nun, all the unknown lands from the western part will belong to Spain. And all the lands, no, or what we call Tierra Incognita in Latin, which is unknown lands, yung mga lupain sa Asia na wala pang pangalan na hindi pa nadidiscover, lahat na yan ay yan ay belongs to Portugal para matigil yung kanilang awayan, yung kanilang labanan. Kung kani-kaninong bansa sa Asia at saka sa Europe ang kanilang kung sino maghahari. And then pagkatapos nun, it contains different provisions na sinasabi nga, ang unang provision ng Treaty of Tordesillas ay, as I have mentioned, lahat ng mga bansa o mga lupain sa Western, ito ay pag-aari ng Spain. Lahat ng bansa, lupain sa Eastern part, pag-aari ng Portugal. Pagkatapos, another law, no? Under Treaty of Tordesillas, hindi po pwedeng pumasok ang mga barko ng Portugal sa Western world. Hindi rin po pwedeng pumasok ang barko ng mga Kastila ng Spain sa eastern part. Ngayon, kapag ang Portugal pumasok sa territory na pag-aari ng Spain, anuman yung mga bansa na kanyang napagyaman o na-establish, hindi na pwedeng angkinin yun sapagkat it belongs to Spain. Same as with Spain, hindi na pwedeng angkinin yung mga bansa na napagyaman niya, nasakop niya sa Eastern world kasi yon ay bahagi, it belongs to Portugal. Kaya lang, ah, continuous pa rin yung kanilang giyera, labanan, war, kasi na-violate ng Spain yung Treaty of Tordesillas that was signed by Pope, I think, Pope, uh, ano ba na yung pangalan ng Pope? In June 7 and 7, 1474. Kasi ang Pope ay Kastila. So dapat yung itong Pilipinas ay Molucas ay pag-aari ng Portugal. Binayolate ng Spain yung Treaty of Tordesillas dahil yung Pope ay Kastila, pinaboran niya na tayo ay mapunta sa mga Kastila, na dapat Portugal tayo. No? Ayun ang politiko din yun. No? And then, ayan, the trade and commerce of Spain and Portugal were defined. Portuguese believed that the Philippines falls within their sphere. Kasi nga, Spanish yung Pope during that time, kaya pinaboran niya ang Kastila na makuha tayo, masakop tayo ng Spain. Early revolts in the Spanish state. So, dahil pagkatapos na ng maraming papahirap, maraming kasalbayan o maraming injustices na ginawa ng mga Kastila sa mga Pilipino, doon na lumabas yung Philippine nationalism upang ipagtanggol ang karapatan ng mga Pilipino. So, iba't ibang revolt, iba't ibang revolution, iba't ibang pag-aklas ang by region from north, south, east, west of the Philippines, dumami ang nag-alab ang mga Pilipino sa galit upang labanan ang mga Kastila. The early revolts in the Spanish era is the Tablot Revolt. The Tablot Revolt, early revolt that takes place in Bohol. So, Tablot is a babaylan or priest of a native religion. Then, another revolt is Francisco Dagohoy Revolt. Saan naman itong Dagohoy Revolt? One of the most successful revolts in Philippine history. The Spanish colonialism independence lasted for 85 years. And then, British occupation. Pagkatapos nung tayo ay nasakop na nga ng Spain, nagkaroon ng interest ang Britain, the British or English, nagkaroon na rin sila ng interest para sa colonization. Kasi para sa hindi lang British kundi even France, pumasok na rin, nakigulo na rin ang France kasi nakita nila that was the effective way para yumaman ang isang bansa, mapalakas ang kanyang pwersa at para lumaki yung kanilang nasasakupan. So nagkaroon sila ng interest in conquering unknown lands and also expeditions and colonization. So during the Spanish period, pumasok ang British forces sa Pilipinas at natalo ng Britain ang Spain. Kaya kung makikita nyo sa Malate, sa Intramuros, yung walled city puro ano na lang yung puro wall for na residents of government. Kaya madaling napasuko ng British forces ang Spain. Kaya lang, sabi dito, British attack Manila under the command of General William Draper and Admiral Samuel Corning. So ito yung dalawang general na umatake sa mga Kastila dito sa Pilipinas at madali nilang napasuko ang mga Kastila. Kaya lang, for a short period of time, ay umalis ang British at binalik tayo sa Spain. Teka sandali ah. Okay, class, let's continue about British occupation. So, after a period wherein we are conquered and then we are under the rule of British forces, no? Tayo ay ibinigay tayo ng British sa Spain. So si Drake becomes a governor general during that time. And then through the Treaty of Paris, ito yung Treaty of Paris, in 1763, signed by England, Spain, and France. So tatlong bansa ang nagharap, no? On February 10, 1763, ended the Seven Years' War in Europe as well as the British occupation in the Philippines. Yung panahon na ang na tayo ay nasakop ng Britanya o ng mga English ay para magkaroon ng mapayapang pag-turn over sa mga Kastila, binalik tayo. So they signed the Treaty of Paris in 1763. Ang testigo, ang mga bansang nagharap doon sa pirmahan sa kasunduan na yan is England, Spain, and France. So, reason for colonization, as I have mentioned kanina, madali nakikita ng European countries. Una ang hinahanap nila ay spices. kahit iyan ay sili, bawang, ay isang kayamanan yan para sa kanila. Dahil wala sila sa bansa nila nito, hindi sila pwede mag-produce. Hindi sila nakapag-produce nito. And then, reason for colonization is unang God. Conversion of natives to Christianity. Isang panahon o isang pamamaraan para makolonize nila ang isang bansa ay to Christianize. No? Tanda na iyon ay pag-aari nila yung bansa at saka yung mga taong nakatira doon. And then the other is gold, no? Ginto, accumulation of gold and wealth. Dahil tayo ang ating bansa, tayo ay second producer of gold in the world. Ewan ko lang kung bakit ngayon naghirap ang Pilipinas is second produce during that time, no? Even in 70s, tayo ang pinakalawang pinapukunan ng ginto ng buong mundo. And then the third is glory, kaluwalhatian, yung famous, para maging sila ay famous, makilala, na sila ay malakas na bansa, sila ay matatapang, yung makilala sila. Kaya iyan ang dahilan kung bakit sila ay nananakop. They continue colonizing and conquering the unknown lands in Asia, also in Asia and in Western world, Western part, even pati ang United States. Dati ang United States, ayan ay kasama din sa Tierra Incognita. No, nung pumasok dyan, yung na-conquer niya yung Amerika, kaya lang bumalik siya sa Spain, kaya ang pinadala doon yung Italia, si Amerigo Vespucci. Si Amerigo, doon nanggaling yung pangalang Amerika. Si Christopher Columbus pala ang una, si Christopher Columbus ang unang nakatuklas ng Amerika, tapos bumalik siya sa Spain at pinadala naman si Amerigo Vespucci. Kaya doon naman nanggaling yung pangalan ng United States of America. So the political structure, Spain studies a centralized colonial government in the Philippines that was composed of national government and local government. Here, then, what is the role or what is the function of the Governor General? The Governor General, King's representative and the highest ranking official. So it saw to it that royal decrees and laws emanating from Spain were implemented. So since marami na ang nasasakupan ng Spain, marami na mga bansa na kanyang nakuha, na-conquer, na-colonize. And then, hindi masusupervise o hindi mapamamahalaan ng Spain, ng monarch o king of Spain. Kaya ang gagawin niya, magpadala siya ng magpapadala siya ng iba't ibang governor general para makita niya, no, kung paano pamamahalaan ang mga bansang nasasakupan nila. Kaya kung makikita niyo, ang halos pareho tayo yung Mexico at saka ang Philippines, kasi yung Governor General na pinadala ng King of Spain is the same Governor General na pinapadala dito sa Pilipinas. Kaya yung ating Constitution, yung pamamalakad, ay halos ay kapareho tayo sa Mexico. Isang pamamahala lang. No? Ang tawag doon, indirect Ministry of Colonies. Ministry of Colonies ang tawag yan. Indirect Governor of King of Spain. So, and then it saw to it that royal decrees and laws emanating from Spain were implemented, had the power to appoint and dismiss public officials, except those personally chosen by the king, supervise all government offices and the collection of taxes, exercise certain legislative powers, issue proclamation to facilitate the implementation of the law. So yung Governor General as the King's representative, meron siyang tatlong function, yung executive, legislative, and then judicial power. Yan ang function of the Governor General. And then, what about the political structure? Also audited the expenditures of the colonial government and sent a yearly report to Spain. So, gagawa siya ng mga report kung paano niya napapamahalaan, ano ang sitwasyon, ano ang kondisyon ng Pilipinas, ano ang kondisyon ng mga bansang nasasakop nila, paano na pagyayaman, ano ang mga ang dapat gawin dito sa mga bansa na kanilang nasasakupan na paghaharian. So, what about the provincial government? There are two types of local government units, the alcaldía and the corregimiento. Alcaldía yung mga mayor. Alcaldía led by the alcalde mayor. No? Ito yung mga town mayor. And then govern the provinces that had been fully subjugated. So sa yung mga bansa o yung mga probinsya, yung mga probinsya na ito ay pamamahalaan ng alcaldía o yung alcalde mayor. Yung corregimiento, headed by corregidor, govern the provinces that were not yet entirely under Spanish control. So may mga probinsya na hindi pa nasasakop, pero yun ay pag-aari ng Spain. Kumukha tayo, isla, iba't ibang isla tayo. Mayroon pa sila hindi na nag-govern o napapamalaan. Yun ay ang mamamahala dyan ay ang corregimiento or corregidor. And then, indulto de comercio with regards to business, economy, indulto de comercio, privileges enjoyed by the alcalde mayor, wherein they have the right to participate in the galleon trade. So, yung galleon trade, yan ang ginagamit sa economic, with regards to economy. No? Ang galleon trade ang pinaka-sentro, pinag-uukulan ng mga alcalde mayor. No? Kasi, yung galleon trade, yan, if we speak about galleon, we are referring to ship. So, ang mga Pilipino ay obligado, they obliging the Filipinos to render service in the galleon trade. So, iiwan mo yung bukid na sinasaka, iiwan mo yung trabaho mo, iiwan mo ang pamilya mo, at ikaw, ang mga Pilipino ay obligadong mag-render sa galleon trade. Gagawa ng mga barko sapagkat ito ang ginagamit ng mga Kastila mula sa Pilipinas to Acapulco. Yan ang ginagamit nila in making trade business with the Filipinos. Kaya na nag-open din sila dyan ng yung shortcut na daan, tapos saan madali nila maita-transport yung kanilang mga kalakal. Pero ang mga Pilipino ay obliged to render services to galleon trade. Kapag ikaw ay hindi nakapag-service dahil may sakit ka, ikaw ay obligado magbayad ng palya. Dahil yung palya, a certain amount, kapag ikaw ay hindi naka-render ng services sa galleon trade, kailangan mo magbayad. So, what about the municipal government? Each province was divided into several towns or pueblos headed by Gobernadorcillos. Ano yung Gobernadorcillos? Main concerns were efficient governance and tax collections. 4 lieutenants aided the Gobernadorcillo. Teniente Mayor, the Chief Lieutenant, Teniente de Policia, Police Lieutenant, Teniente livestock. So, eh, ito ay nakakate, yung Gobernador Sillo, ay nakakate ng iba't ibang lieutenant, no, na mga sundalo o pulis na siyang mamamahala sa bawat probinsya o sa bawat lokal. And then this is the encomienda system. If we speak about encomienda, we are referring to parcel of lands. So Spain owned the colonization of the Philippines to Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, who valiantly and loyally served the Spanish crown. To hasten the subjugation of the country, King Philip II instructed Legazpi to divide the Philippines into large territories called encomiendas to be left to the management of designated encomenderos. Pag sinabi natin encomienda system, ito ay nakakatid sa dalawa. Kapag ang lupain ay nababalot o puno ng kayamanan, ng ginto, minerals, yan ay pag-aari ng mga matataas sa politiko. Kapag naman ang lupa walang makinabang, iyan ay binibigay nila sa mga Dominican friars sa priest. Kaya noon, kahit na wala kang mas mayaman ang mga Dominikano. Bakit? Kasi yung lupain na itinuturing ng mga opisyal ng Kastila na walang ginto, walang kayamanan doon. Pero natalo sila ng mga Dominican priests kasi iyon ay pinauupahan nila sa mga Pilipino, ginagamit sa paghahayop, ginagamit sa mga pagsasaka. Ang buhay ng mga Pilipino were engaged in agriculture, in farm, like kina Jose Rizal. So, mas mayaman. Kaya lang dahil makapangyarihan yung mga Dominican friars, control nila yung mga lupain sa Pilipinas. Yung mga Pilipino na tinataasan nila yung buwis, tinataas nila yung bayad doon sa mga lupain. Kaya ang mga Dominican friars during that time sila ang mayaman kesa doon sa mga lupain na kinikilala ng Spain na puno ng minerals, puno ng ginto. So that is the encomienda system, class. Now, what about the rise of Filipino nationalism? The death of Gombursa, the Father Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, Jacinto Zamora, or what we are known for Gombursa, was executed on February 17, 1872, charged by subversion or they were subversive. Kaya sa tawag sa kanila ay filibusteros. Kaya iyan ang ginamit ni Jose Rizal, yung filibustero, yung el filibusterismo, itinuring silang kaaway ng simbahan. Itong Gombursa. So, with that injustices na ginawa sa tatlong pare na ang hinihingi lang naman ng tatlong pare ay yung mga pareng Pilipino na naurihan. Sana ay mayroon din silang right para to exercise yung ministry na tinanggap nila nung sila inordinahan na pwede maging parish priest o pwede mamahala ng simbahan. Pero nagalit ang mga paring Kastila na subversive ang mga Pilipinong ito. Kaya kung ito ang pagmumula ng pagbabago dahil sa demand nila na sana sila din ay mayroong participation sa mga gawain sa simbahan o maging pura paroko, ay pinutol na ng mga Kastila, ng parang Kastila, at sila ay kinasuhan ng subversion. Kaya sila they were executed. At ito rin ang naging dahilan para mag-revolt ang mga Pilipino. Yung Cavite Mutiny. Si Jose Rizal ay lang din si Jose Rizal. I think 11 or 9 years old lang si Jose Rizal. Kasi si yung kapatid niya, yung kuya niya, si Casiano, ay sekretary ni Father Jose Burgos. Kaya nung na-execute si Father Jose Burgos, bumalik na lang si Casiano sa Calamba at naikukwento niya kung ano ang nangyari tungkol sa Himagsika, Cavite Mutiny. Kaya daw pa lang ay nagsimula na yung kaisipan ng Jose Rizal na ipaglaban, no? Yung mga injustices na ginagawa ng mga Kastila. So the early resistance to the Spanish rule, revolts caused by the desire to regain lost freedom. One is revolt of Lahandula, which is the great-great-grandfather of Rizal, and also Raha Sulaiman in 1574. The first Pampanga Revolt in 1585, the Tondo Conspiracy or conspiracy in 1587 and 1588. Next is the revolt caused by resistance to Spanish-imposed institutions. Magallanes Revolt in 1596, Revolt of the Irayas in 1621, Sumoroy's Rebellion 1649 and 1650. So still we are in the rise of the Filipino nationalism through the propaganda movement. Dahil nga ang mga Pilipino, yung after the fall of uh, Queen Isabella of Spain, so ang ang bagong hari, the monarch ng the King of Spain ay naglagda na ang naninirahan sa Spain, ikaw ay natural citizen or ikaw ay dayuhan, they enjoy the same privileges. So, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom to form or to organize movement. So, ang unang ginawa ng mga Pilipino compatriots, si Jose Rizal, yung kanyang mga kasamahan, ay ang propaganda movement. So, a period of time when latent Filipinos were calling for reform. So, ang mga propagandists, what is the aim of the propaganda movement? Representation to the Philippines in the Spanish courts or parliament. And then the equal status for both Filipinos and Spaniards. Pareho pantay-pantay. Tulad ng ini-implement ng hari ng Spain sa 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 Spain, sa Espanya. And then secularization of the clergy, yung nangyari kay yung Bursa, na creation of public school system independent of Catholic friars. And then abolition of the polo or servicios, ito yung sinasabi ko sa inyo sa galleon trade. Na kapag ikaw, ang bawat Pilipino ay obligadong mag-service o polo o servisyo doon sa galleon trade. And then, guarantee of basic freedoms. And then, equal opportunity for Filipinos and Spanish to enter government service. Sana ang mga Pilipino rin bigyan din ng karapatan o bigyan din ng pagkakataon para makapagtrabaho sa mga government offices, no, na pinamamahalaan ng mga Kastila. So that was the aim of the propaganda movements, the objective why they formed this propaganda movement. Then, divided into three groups, no? The exiles, ilustrados, the Filipinos. Exiles, no? Ito yung three classes of status of the people, the society. No? Exiles, ilustrados, Filipinos. And the most prominent members of the propaganda of Rizal, Graciano Lopez Haina and Marcela Esterpila. And then what about the Katipunan? The Katipunan primarily aim was to gain independence to Spain through revolution, founded by Andres Bonifacio on June 7, 1892. Kataas-taasan, kagalang-galang, Katipunan ng mga anak ng Spanish. So, teka sandali. Okay, so I'm just going to finish the part on the KKK, and then the other topic we're going to discuss in next meeting. The KKK members agreed on the following objectives. The political goal was to completely separate the Philippines from Spain after declaring the country's independence. So, meron tayong treaty, no? Treaty of Paris between Spain and America, no? And then the moral goal was to teach the Filipinos good manners, cleanliness, hygiene, fine morals, and how to guard themselves against religious fanaticism. The civic goal was to encourage the Filipinos to help themselves and to defend the poor oppressed. So, yan yung objectives why Aguinaldo and the other members of the KKK established this organization for the reform. This is also a reform movement para magkaroon ng pagbabago. And yung mga Pilipino, ma-enjoy naman ng mga Pilipino yung karapatan na tayo ay nasa sarili nating bayan, pero alipin. So, that was the aim or objectives of founding the KKK. Okay, class? So, next meeting, I'm going to continue the rest of the PowerPoint na hindi natin na-discuss. We will finish it next meeting. Sino gumagamit sa inyo ng laptop or PC? Pwede mag-screenshot class. Pwede pa screenshot class. Sino meron sa inyo?
Screenshot lang po, sir.
Okay. Tapos pakisend sa natin sa group chat.
Kahit di na-open cam, sir.
Baka pwede mag-open. So, sige, class, sino yung pwede mag-open ng camera? Ayan. Jason, Jan. Okay. Okay na? Tapos na? Aaron, Jason, James.
Okay na po, sir.
Okay na. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I love you.
class.
Thank you, sir.
Miss you.
Thank
Goodbye.
you.
Thank you, sir.
Love you po. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
Thank you po.
Sir, I love you, sir.